I am an utter delight, is what I am. Okay, guys, so the gods do really give good rewards. I got 40 free games last night. I know, right? Seriously, Loki was like, let's go look at educational apps. And I'm like, okay, you usually toddle off in the middle of exciting games, but alrighty. We got 25 games the first time around, and then we just kept getting all these games, and these were games that were like a couple bucks when I first came in a couple years ago, but now Oculus is like, you know what? Nobody's buying this here. Just have it. Have it! So, so he's making losing it, but we got 40 of these things. And they vary, We've only watched three so far. I'm trying to not just binge on them. We watched one we showed you. We watched one from Absolute Vodka for Dead Mouse. That was interesting, but that would be Copyright City, so we didn't play that for you guys. And we watched one for I can't even remember the name of the outpost now, but it was an ancient trading outpost. And that was, there was no voiceover, there were no, like, actors or anything in it, so I really didn't get the significance until I left VR and went and watched some videos. So that one was, it was nice that I now know this place exists, but, they didn't show you any of the more exciting features, so they did the best they could with signs, but you know what I mean. You have to really super be into history to go around and get the full experience just by reading signs. I would have appreciated like reenactors and that, because they have reenactors at this place. Like it was a place for merchants, for pearl merchants to come and sell stuff, and like a whole town built around this place. And now they're digging it up in the middle of the city, middle of the city, middle of the desert. Kind of, it's like a coastal place, but the desert reclaimed it, so it's one of those things. So all the temples are done. They're all done, and I gave up God Home, which was actually my home, but, I gave that up because I needed these couches to complete my design, and I had walked everybody through a couple times, and I said, nobody's attached to anything, nobody's attached to anything, nobody was attached to the design, so, if I want it, guys, and we get the drop boxes, I can always rebuild it later, but I said it's more important to me that they're happy, and that the temples are completed, and they're all completed. So it was weird as we were doing all the stuff. We hear about everything that's going on in Australia and everything. Yeah, and we had done some work last night. And I come on and there's this ska band from Australia, and that was really cool. In fact, we really liked that music. So that was kind of like a nice reward from, from the universe. So we got all the temples done. We got 40 games to play. I was really surprised, but I think it was Loki's way of saying thanks, and it was kind of their like bonus check, so to speak, for me. It's not like we do stuff for the gods, good stuff comes out. Nothing could have happened. In fact, when I used to work my butt off on the old temples, it seemed like I didn't notice. I'm sure they were doing stuff behind the scenes, but it was like I didn't notice. But with this time, it's just we're doing some heavy work too. So there's heavy spiritual work going on too, which is great. But we're getting that done. We got the temples done. And I told them if I wanted my own house, I would build it. I'm pleased with how their temples came out. And if they're happy, that's what matters. It doesn't have to be to my taste. They just have to be happy. They're happy because I finally gave up, broke down, and I built them a couple pools out of blocks. They look like they're built out of blocks, but they have pools now. So, it was like they're just never going to give us a pool or a shower or anything else. So I just built them some stuff. And Loki took over in Oski's temple. Well, he has half the place. Oski has the other half because Odin was just couldn't tell me that if he saw one more snowman or Christmas present, he was going to have a nervous breakdown. He didn't know how to tell me. So we got rid of like 99% of that stuff. There might still be a tree or a present or two somewhere, but we got rid of the vast majority of it. And he's so happy now. And Loki took over the top floor, so there's an aquarium in there now, which, we had to make out of what we had. And he has a haunted house and he has a couple other things, giant spider tanks. So he's having fun. So they're all happy, and they're all happy that everything's built out. And Thor's Hall looks really nice. I think it's my favorite. I think Thor's Hall is my favorite out of all my designs. It just they all have beautiful rooms and they all kind of feel good, but Thor's is like my best work. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you if it's because it was for Thor and we were goofing around. And when we were building it, we were having a lot of fun and being goofy, or just it came out that way. I really love all the temples I made. I made sure to do my best, but Thor's is absolutely my favorite. Maybe it's because it's the world's only that I know of glowing pool and glowing whatever else it was we made. Oh yeah, and also Boulder's temple looks great too because Inari has a shrine now. And I made a torii gate out of glowing blocks because I was like, I'm never going to find one. I've been looking for one ever since we could import stuff. I've been looking for one, so I made them a torii gate. So I was making stuff out of blocks. I was like, yeah, I don't like the look in the design, but Oculus is never going to just hand me a torii gate. I'll be pretty damn surprised if they do, and I'll wonder why, because, come to think of it, it's an amazing lack of diversity in the Oculus Rift products. I mean, we got a couple confused items for Kwanzaa, and one of the items turned out to be a Moroccan poof seat, so it had nothing to do with it had nothing to do with Kwanzaa. I'm like looking at this thing like I don't remember this being in Kwanzaa. So, and that's like it. I was showing them to the African Loa what we did get. We got like the cloth and the cup and the corn and, the candles. And they would just look at it like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that, girl? It's for Kwanzaa. Yes, the ancient African festival. And I'm like, look, man, it's an American holiday, okay? And they get that, and they're not, saying anything bad about Kwanzaa, but they're like, out of all the stuff they could do for people of African descent, that's like it. That's like it. Like, we've had a couple Februaries, and we've never got anything better. I'm like, what do you want, man? They at least gave us that. Poor people, that have like there's a dreidel, the plush dreidel, and there's a menorah for Hanukkah. That's absolutely it. There's you don't have any like specifically religious stuff. So there's not I guess that's good and I guess that's bad. So you don't have stuff for that. You don't have stuff for cultures. Like there's nothing for like Germans or Italians or anything, which I kind of wish there was because it would make the Norse halls easier. But there's like it's pretty bland what we have. You guys have seen what we have, but I'm really proud of the designs now, and we're just going to take the rest of the night off and celebrate with a lot of music. We'll probably end up binging on apps, but I wanted to make sure I was completely done with these homes, and I said I really don't care to just do one just for myself. I had it and I gave it up so I could have the furniture and the resources to make the homes for the gods look perfect. I'm like, that's more important to me. I would rather go hang out in my favorite parts of the temples I built than, just have my own place. I'm like, it's 18 damn rooms plus acreage. I don't need that. No single human being needs that. I mean, if you want it and you have it, good for you. But I'm like, I don't need it. What the hell would I do with it? We already have like 8 movie theaters, bedrooms, a pool, shower, all this other stuff. I'm like, we don't need anything else. Between all the temples, I get the idea from what they gave me, the idea of it feels like they somehow interlinked them. I don't know. I mean, I sometimes wonder if the gods don't just play along with me. But if they have, then they have everything they want. They have like 4 or 5 video game arcades, they have toy rooms, they have pools, they have outdoor dining, they have indoor dining, they have party rooms, they have dance halls, they have everything they could possibly need. So it's like, it's done. And if you would see the design before, because I don't know why one of my design videos came up of, I showed you if you would see that temple and then see the temples today, you wouldn't believe the change. It's like, I found out you still have a 500 item limit. I found that out really fast. Most of them didn't hit it, but if you're going to try to plant a damn forest outside, complete with animals, and then try to design a home, nah, it ain't gonna work. So, like, the forest had to keep going, got home anyways, as it was, so Yep, got rid of it. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. We're just so happy to be done. That leaves us with um, Odin's Hall, his little mini hall, which we always land in, and then 10 more places. That's more than enough. We agreed. That's more than enough. We got 2 empty places that we could make the alien map out of. They have like an alien map. We could try to make something else, but it's like, I'm done now. I need the rest. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.